Hi everyone, I'm Sylvia and you're watching my channel Amara. Today I'm very excited because I will make the unboxing of Santa Muerte Tarot. So it comes in this sturdy box. Here's written Book of the Dead. It's from Lo Scarabeo, Memento Vivere. There's 78 cards. This is the bottom. So let's open it. So Santa Muerte, from Spanish Our Lady of Holy Death, is often is the female deity or folk saint in Mexican and Mexican-American folk Catholicism. Although the origins of the worship of Our Lady of Holy Death are subject to debate, it is most likely a syncretism between pre-Columbian Mesoamerican religion and the Spanish culture. A personification of death, she is associated with healing, protection, and safe delivery to the afterlife by the devotees. Despite condemnation by leaders of the Catholic Church, her cult has become increasingly prominent since the turn of the 21st century. I studied religion, so for me it was very important to learn something about Santa Muerte. So I will tell you a little bit something about this deity. It is interesting that in the Mexican and US press, the Santa Muerte cult is often associated with violence, criminality and illegal drug trade. She is a popular deity among the narco bosses and kidnappers in prisons, among inmates and staff, and shrines dedicated to her can be found in many cells. Santa Muerte is also known by a wide variety of other names, as the Skinny Lady, La Flaquita, the Bony Lady, La Huesuda, the White Girl, La Niña Blanca, the White Sister, La Hermana Blanca, the Pretty Girl, La Niña Bonita, the Godmother, La Madrina, Señora Negra, Black Lady, Señora Blanca, White Lady, and so on. Since the pre-Columbian era, Mexican culture has maintained a certain reverence toward death. Santa Muerte has hails from the Mexican culture tradition that relates to the death deities and death worship, not only among the Aztecs and the Mayas, but also the Mayas. This can be seen in the widespread commemoration of the Day of the Dead, which is celebrated on the 2nd of November. Elements of that celebration include the use of skeletons to remind people of their mortality. The worship of Santa Muerte is condemned by the Catholic Church, as I said, in Mexico, as invalid, but it is increasingly firmly entrenched in Mexican culture. Originally a male figure, Santa Muerte generally appears as a skeletal female figure, clad in a long robe, holding one or more objects, usually a synth and a globe. The synth can symbolize the cutting of negative energies or influences. As a harvesting tool, a synth may also symbolize hope and prosperity. Her synth reflects her origins as the Grim Reaper, La Parca of medieval Spain, and can represent the moment of death when it is said to cut a silver thread. The synth has a long handle indicating that it can reach anywhere. The globe represents death's vast power and domination over the earth and may be seen as a kind of a tomb to which we all return. You see this in the world card here. Her robe can be of any color according to the rite being performed or the petition being made. The devotees light a candle for a different purpose. On the back of the candles are prayers associated with the color's meaning and may sometimes come with additional prayer cards. So the candles have a different colors. Color symbolism central to devotion and ritual. There are three main colors associated with Santa Muerte: red, white, and black. The candles are placed on altars and devotees turn to specific colored candles depending on their circumstance. Some keep the full range of colored candles while others focus on one aspect of Santa Muerte's spirit. Santa Muerte is called upon for matters of the heart, health, money, wisdom, and justice. There is a brown candle, a candle of wisdom, the white candle of gratitude, the black candle for protection and also for vengeance, the red candle of love and passion, the gold candle for monetary affairs, and the green candle for crime and justice, the purple for healing. As the worship of Santa Muerte was clandestine until the 20th century, most prayers and other rites has been traditionally performed privately at home. Since the beginning of the 21st century, worship has become more public, especially in Mexico City, after a believer called Enriqueta Romero initiated her famous Mexico City shrine in 2001. And the number of believers in Santa Muerte has grown over the past 10 to 20 years to estimated 10 to 20 million followers in Mexico, the United States, and the parts of Central America. So this was short, something about the history of this deity. So let's open the box. It opens this way. I like this kind of boxes. It's really sturdy one. It comes with a book. It looks like this. It contains different languages. So we have English from 5 till 55. The artwork is by Fabio Listrani. So let's see what we have here. Something about Fabio Listrani. We have for the major arcana. You can see how much. A paragraph. Okay. We have also the advice of the dead. For the minor arcana, we have for each suit, emotional center, to love and water. This is for the chalices. And we have also a paragraph and also the advice of the dead for the minor arcana. We have also a spread here. Which I will show you at the end. And we have also some illustrations. Maybe only one. 1 or 2, 3. Okay, so let's start. So these are the packs. The cards are glossy, as you see, but not a lot. The size is standard size, and you see they have half borders, and actually these borders are looking, the picture with these borders are looking like a skull. Okay, so let's start. So this is additional card. Maybe I will zoom a little bit. So the Fool, he looks like a bandito. He has a guitar, a suitcase. He's going on a journey. Here we see a graveyard. The sun and a butterfly. So maybe let's read something from the book. The Fool. Whether it be the beginning or the end of a new project or a journey, what the Fool brings with him is a great flood of energy and feeling of lightness and novelty. The road on which he finds himself, whether going towards or moving away from something, can be seen as an escape or as a liberation. It is nevertheless always illuminated by intuition and perspicacity. If we are in the middle of a problem or a negative moment, this is because the card can bring with it a baggage, things like chaos, impulsiveness, indecision, and can lead to irrational choices, incoherence, or the fightiness or of a butterfly. The advice of the dead: continue along your road having focused on your objectives, often traveling lightly and freeing yourself of some baggage can help to channel your energies better. So this was the advice of the dead. The Magician. Here we have the suits, the sword, the cups, the wands, and yeah, everything. I like the candles here, the white candles, the crystal bowl. Here we have a hand with the planets. And what is written here? Wheel. Yes, the wheel. And his eyes like flowers. The High Priestess. I like it very much. Here we have the book. Here we have the Christian moon. She's sitting on this throne. We have the keys here, and everywhere candles, flowers. It looks like Maya's, maybe. The Emperor. He's dressed in red for love and passion, for growth. The Empress, sorry, the Empress, not the Empress. The Emperor. The Empress, you see, for growth, she's dressed in red. everywhere flowers. The Emperor. He looks like also a bandito. He's with this gun here. And interesting, the anchor, is that anchor? I'll have to look. Yes, right. Her feet is anchor. And just see, if they're put together, they're making a skull, and they're facing each other. The Hierophant, he's so funny. He's speaking with the dead. The Lovers. I like the flowers because you see they're blue, and he's in blue, she's in red, and these red flowers. Here we have, instead of the angel, we have key with a heart, and here is also the heart. They're holding the heart. And here we see this making of decision with yourself, unconscious self, and subconscious self, which I like very much. The Chariot. This looks like a parade for the Day of the Dead. You see a chariot. The Strengths. I like the colors. This is also like Aztec something, not sure. It's Aztec pattern, sun maybe. Here we have a dragon, and he's looking like a Superman. The Hermit. He's in coffin with the lantern. Centipede we have here. Everywhere flowers. The Wheel of Fortune. I like it very, very much. You see, here we have Santa Muerte in white with black hair, and here we have in black with white hair. Actually, this hourglass is embedded in the synth, and it shows that the times, there is always a time, because when you turn it off, not turn it off, but it turns, and there is always a time, and everything changes. The end is a new beginning. Justice, she's dressed in black. She's wearing the Libra, yes, right. The synth, just like cutting the emotions and looking only the facts. And here we have a lot of skulls and red roses. The Hanged Man, I like him very much. The skull is detached from the body, and there is a sun here. We have a lily also. It's like staying only in the mental sphere, not in the physical one, not in the body, but in the thoughts. And there is also a storm. What is this here? Yeah. He's in water. He's standing in water. Santa Muerte, the death card. She is dressed in red. She's pregnant. There is a cradle, and here we have this goat, and she wears blue. And here we see the hourglass. The lila is for the healing. The blue is for the wisdom for learning something. Like there is life after death. The temperance, she's looking like a gypsy. I like the wings here. She's pouring the water. Pretty traditional. Here we see these pyramids of the Aztecs, maybe. The devil. A little bit like Toreador. Here we see the mariachi playing guitars and singing, and there are marionettes actually in his hands, and he is wearing a crown. The tower is really interesting. Here we see the skull. Let me see what is written in the book about the tower. Something that you have been opposed to for probably a long time is about to emerge, explode, and open itself to the world. The tower, therefore, is a living construction, overcrowded and teeming, exposed due to a sudden change that will alter the balances, and those orientations and directions therefore could seem to become confused or overtuned. It could be difficult to go against the current and against common opinion, but this is how illumination will arrive. Otherwise, it will be a violent separation that will win, an expulsion that will bring with it a crisis and balance, and in the worst cases, a true catastrophe. The advice of the dead destroyed all structures and superficial structures without fear, and those that have become over time a prison, and liberate the energies that were enclosed within them. I like it. The star. I like the star. We have a lilies here. The Star of David. The moon, also really interesting illustration. She's looking in the water and she sees herself, and this is a reflection of the moon. We have the lilies here, and it shows that there is nothing to fear. This is all your fears actually are coming from your subconscious self. The sun, we have here the sun with this skull, looking like a skull. Also the sunflowers. We have the mariachi here from the devil card. Here we have the judgment card. We have a whole family. Here we have the angel. They're in a graveyard. Centipedes here. the world. Here we have all these colors. She's sitting on the globe. Also with the hourglass and the synth. The Ace of Cups. You have the eyes are like in the plain cards, the hearts. I love this Two of Cups. He's pouring the water in her head, like pouring the emotions. Here we have the two hearts. Three of Cups, celebration. Four of Cups. This is a stability, but we have to be careful not to get bored. And you see the water is going out of his head, I think into the guitar. Or here, yes, it is here, the water. We have a heart and centipede. The cups, Five of Cups, like being confused, being too much in emotions, like the head and the heart, they are not connected or aligned. Six of Cups. She's like dancing and trying to balance these cups. Seven of Cups. They look like these, I don't know the name, maybe this like in the graveyard, when the people are buried, they put them into these things. Maybe it's like this, I'm not sure. Eight of Cups. She's like thinking. Nine of Cups. This is a ship, and you are like moving to good things. And we have the Ten of Cups, completion. The butterfly flying away. We have the color of the cups, the blue, the emotions, the water. And all of the tens are like this, like butterflies, moths. And we have here different color for the different suit and some different houses. Page of Cups. The spoon looks like a skull. The Knight of Cups on his journey. The Queen of Cups offering a heart. The King of Cups, drunk with emotions. The Pentacles. This is the Earth. They're looking like like diamonds maybe. His eyes, I mean. Two of Pentacles, I like very much this depiction. Like these two aspects of the same thing, they have to connect and the butterfly will fly. The Three of Pentacles. Watering the seeds that they can grow, and they grow from skulls here. Four of Pentacles. She's helping this guy and putting him in front of the bank, so maybe she's helping him to earn money, to earn a wealth. She's blessing him. She has something like golden coins or golden roses here. And all these green colors for the prosperity, the color of the prosperity. The Five of Pentacles, step by step moving toward a better future. The Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, equilibrium. We have these roses and the clock. Seven of Pentacles. She's like counting something, counting maybe money. Dia de Muertos. Eight of Pentacles. What is written here for the Eight of Pentacles? The quiet before the storm, a balance of opposites destined to be breathed and to explode with violence and thunder. The Eight of... No, this is not the Pentacles, sorry. Where are they? Right here. The Eight of Pentacles brings us an ideal situation of balance, of accumulation and prosperity. A luxuriant garden where energies flow harmoniously. However, these two perfect situations that you have in your hands could change and unbalance itself, even rotting and blocking itself because of greed, bad advice, or meanness. The advice of the dead. There can never be enough prudence, therefore face the situation with careful choice and evaluations, also accepting advice from people you trust. So these are the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. He's buried in, in money and skulls. Ten of Pentacles. Progress. Change and progress. Here we have the court cards, the Page of Pentacles. She's wearing a bag. Here also the Knight of Pentacles. So abundance. Queen of Pentacles. She's going up to pick some fruits. She has also a bag here. And the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The Wands. They're in red, and the eyes of these cows are flowers. Two of Wands, it looks like Two of Swords, actually, but with guns. Three of Wands. Flowers growing from skulls, and we have a bird here with a book. What is written here? Virtue. New undertakings. Four of Wands. Here we have again the red color of passion, celebration, life. Five of Wands, fire. Creativity. Six of Wands. We have this victory, acknowledgement of your success. Seven of Wands. These trees are making a skull. Eight of Wands. This dynamic card. I proceed quickly. Nine of Wands. She has to cut these flowers here. Interesting depiction. And she's ready to fight. And the Ten of Wands, looking like a skull again. Transformation, completion. The Page of Wands, like a gentleman. Knight of Wands. The Queen of Wands with a candle. She's like shouting something here. And the King of Wands. The swords. His eyes like spade. There's only one eye actually. And this yellow color, the color of the air. The Two of Swords, very interesting depiction, like collaboration. And it looks like a skull again. The Three of Swords, it's interesting. He's like pulling out these swords. He has learned his lesson, and it's time to start something new. And the Four of Swords. This is here we have flower on his skull. There's something stable here. Five of Swords, we have a fight, inner conflict, because we have also two skeletons here. Six of Swords, moving away to a better place. Here we have the water, and it looks like the magician. There's some dead skeletons, I think. Not dead skeletons. The Seven of Swords. Here we have hope and reflection. So this is a time for reflection. Eight of Swords. The quiet before the storm. Here we have a skeleton again, looking like a storm. The Nine of Swords. Possible crisis. He has to learn something. Learning and not only reacting. And the Ten of Swords. Again, we have the skull, and here are looking like skulls, The Page of Swords. Learning. The Knight of Swords. Putting the sword down to his throat. Interesting. The Queen of Swords. And the King of Swords, like a general. So let me see the spread here. The Oracle of the Dead. So we have to take the major arcanas. These are the different suits. Okay, so we take the major arcanas and we have to put them like A, B, C, D, and E. Looks like this. We shuffle them. Okay. A, B, C, B, C, D, and E. Like this, so that you can see. I will try. Maybe we'll make like this. Yes. And then we take the minor arcanas. F is the chalices, G are the pentacles, then we take the swords, and then the wands. Okay, so we shuffle them and we put one card. Then we take the swords, shuffle them. Second card, and then we take the pentacles. Then we take the swords. One card, and in the end, the wands. Okay. So the A card is representing the past, representing the situation. The C card, the future. The D card represents the advantage. The E represents our disadvantage, the weak points. This card F represents the state of our emotional center and feelings. The G card represents the state of our material center, the economical situation. The H card represents the state of our mental center, our thoughts. And the I represents the state of our creative center and desires. I think it's a very good spread. This was the Santa Muerte unboxing. I hope you liked it. And if you want to see more videos from me, you can subscribe to my channel. Or if you want a tarot consultation, also I will put my details down below. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye bye.